I have acquired quite a few fragrances in the past few weeks. You guys know my channel is very well known for my fragrance hauls. I do them a lot because I'm always buying perfumes. I'm always receiving perfumes, so I have a lot. So that I have accumulated quite a few here that I am dying to share with you guys. So if you want a good old-fashioned fragrance haul, and if you want to know about some of the new releases, I have a few hot new releases here. They're quite hot new releases, I gotta say. One I've already talked about a little bit, but the others I haven't talked about. And then I have a couple of oldies that are very hard to get a hold of that you might be looking for. So if you want to find out all about this amazing gems I just recently acquired, just keep watching. Hi my lovely people, welcome back to another fabulous fragrance haul. So I have quite the number of goodies here for you guys. I don't even know where to get started. I think I will start with the new and then I will go into the old. I have quite a few old gems here that are really hard to get a hold of nowadays, and then I have hot new releases. So let me start with the hot new releases. So the one that I really am excited to talk to you guys about is this one right here. This one is from a brand new niche house. Well, it is to me. I have never explored this niche house before. I've heard quite a bit about it and I love their bottles and I've been dying to try them. So it is the niche house Born to Stand Out, and this is Happy Nuts. You guys, I love their bottles, packaging. Well, red's my favorite color. I'm wearing red today. So here it is. I love the clean aesthetic of these bottles. You see the name of the fragrance, Happy Nuts, on there. Born to Stand Out. That's my kind of brand because that's what I do. I always do something that make me stand out from the crowd. I'm no different when it comes to fragrances. So yeah, that's how I roll, you guys. Anyway, Happy Nuts. By the way, I can smell this fragrance from the box and I can smell it over here. This one is a projector, you guys. This one will project. And yes, you will get compliments because this will project almost to the other end of the room. This is not an offensive fragrance. It's a very beautiful, sweet gourmand. Let me tell you more about the actual juice and the scent. But I wanted to get started with what an amazing performer this is. This is got great performance, lasts for hours and hours and hours, and projects so well. Nowadays, you guys, I refuse to settle for fragrances that just don't last. I don't do that anymore. When I first started my fragrance journey, about 200 fragrances into my journey, I was still buying fragrances that, you know, kind of lasted a couple of hours. I don't do that anymore. I don't do that anymore. And this is the kind of stuff that I go for now. I'm not saying I like loud fragrances. I wouldn't call this necessarily a loud fragrance either, but I want that longevity. I want that projection. I want the lasting power more than projection even sometimes. You know, I need it to last. It's not always about other people. It's about you too. But I want to smell my fragrance majority of the day. I don't want it to just dissipate right after I spray it on. You know what I mean? You get it. Rant over. Okay, let's smell this beauty. I don't need to spray this at all. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. This one. This is such a delicious, nutty, just sweet, gourmand, caramelly, nutty fragrance. Like, that's what I was smelling the most. This gorgeous sort of very gourmand, deep gourmand, delicious notes like caramel. I knew right away when I smelled this, there was caramel in it. I knew there were nutty notes, and two nutty notes in particular, pistachio and almond. I could smell them like that. I was like, oh, pistachio, oh, almond, you know. It was like I was getting a blast of this deliciousness, you guys. It's so amazing. And on top of it, what makes it so sexy, this is a very sexy, sultry gourmand with those nutty and caramel notes. But did you hear the word sultry? When do I say sultry when I'm describing a fragrance? I found myself, like every time I smell fragrance and I think sultry, guess what's in it? There's usually a note like Davana, which is a very sultry herbal note, you know, like cypress oil, Davana, those type of herbal notes make fragrances smell so sultry. I know you're thinking herbal and you're thinking about herbs you put in your cooking. That's not the same thing, you guys, okay? The herbal oils in like perfumery, they're very sultry, okay? Especially Davana. So there's Davana in this fragrance, you guys. Oh my deliciousness. It's very boozy too, which adds to that, like my mouth is watering, by the way, to that delicious caramel nutty gourmand feel. So there's the booziness from the rum in here as well. I smell a lot of amber. I can definitely smell that resiny amber in the base. Lots of vanilla, I can tell you right away. There's a blast of musk as well. The thing that I love the most in this fragrance are those like pistachio and almond nutty notes mixed with the booziness, mixed with the caramelly goodness, and that sultry Davana in the base. You guys, this is absolutely delicious. Now I am very excited and very curious to try more from this fragrance house, Born to Stand Out, because you will stand out wearing this. And it's a compliment getter. My husband loves it, and I've already gotten 2 compliments. I only wore it like out like once or twice, and I already got a couple of compliments from one of my son's friends' moms, and I got a compliment at a grocery store. So you guys, it is a compliment getter already. I was only testing this out, wearing it a couple of times out and a couple of times at home. I literally just received this fragrance. It's still in the box. I was keeping it in the box to show you guys. So yeah, Happy Nuts. You can get this on Lucky Scent, which I love buying stuff from Lucky Scent, you guys. They're so like fast shipping and easy to deal with. You get the discounts, and I do have a discount with them as well. Cleo 10 is of course my discount code, and you can get a 10% discount off your purchase. This one I highly recommend. I wanted to make that my scent of the day, but I didn't wear any fragrance today just because the later half of the day I went to bed with the fragrance, you know, wearing one, but I woke up, I still had it on. I didn't want to spray any more things because I wanted to do this video first before I, you know, shower and then wear my scent of the day. So I want to make this my scent of the day. Ooh, I have one here that is highly anticipated. Well, at least anyway, I was looking forward to it. I way before anyone started talking about the Pistachio body cream, you guys, I'm the one. Go back to my channel and do a keyword search on my channel on the homepage. You will see my first video with Pistachio body cream was a long time ago. I'm the one who discovered it basically in the fragrance community, and then everybody started talking about it. But you know, Pistachio body cream, it used to be in these tubs that had like a silver lid, and it used to be called the boyfriend body butter, I think it was called. So it's by the brand Pistachio, and oh my god, they had still have the most delicious pistachio body butter that's super hydrating and smell deliciously pistachio, and like the true pistachio smell that we want so badly from every pistachio fragrance that comes out that disappoint us, right? So I remember thinking, man, why wouldn't Pistachio, since they know how to do pistachio smell, do a fragrance with this pistachio body butter scent? Well, they did it right here. So Pistachio came out with their pistachio fragrance. What is it called? It's just called Pistachio Biscotti perfume, I think. Oh, definitely, it smells just like that pistachio biscotti, but that pistachio smell is the right kind of pistachio smell that hits you in the right place. It satisfied every one of my pistachio cravings that I've had. That I gotta say, like I said, Guerlain pistachio one, that was a disappointment. That was a, I don't know, it smelled more orange blossomy and ice creamy and citrusy than anything else to me. And then there's that DS Durga one that is way too like patchouli heavy, and even like the Elisa Girl of Now, which is pistachio and almond, still a little too nutty, not enough pistachio-ness. Now this is the kind, and then I finally got the pistachio fragrance I really love by the house Obvious Parfum that I absolutely love. Now that one is very like niche smelling, very balanced, beautiful pistachio smell that has like a floralness to it, but also very pistachio. I absolutely adore it. By the way, I do have a discount code with them too. You guys can go to my homepage somewhere in one of my videos where I feature it. The discount code will be there. I think it's Cleo 10. But anyway, this one, you guys, is that true pistachio smell. But it doesn't literally smell like actual pistachio, but that pistachio scent, that fantasy note that we love. Oh, that smell that the pistachio body butter had, the boyfriend cream, that's that pistachio. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray it on this hand. This is that pistachio biscotti. Pistachio, a little bit of pistachio like gelato. You know, actually, it's funny I say that. This smells more like pistachio gelato than the Guerlain one. That was ice cream, but it wasn't the pistachio. You know, actual like homemade, like real pistachio gelato smells very pistachio. That's what this smells like, and it essentially smells like pistachio cookies, like a pistachio biscotti, but that pistachio scent is just super amplified. Oh, it's absolutely delicious. It definitely has that biscuit scent, you guys. There's actually a biscuit note in here. It smells like a biscuit, like a delicious pistachio cookie. And it has a little hint of cherry too, I think, but it's very subtle. It's only there to like enhance that nuttiness in here. Has loads of pistachio nut, but also other nutty notes I smell too. And some spices like cinnamon type, very like nice warm spices. Some floral notes. I'm willing to bet some white floral notes like jasmine, vanilla, and tonka bean. There's a lot of vanilla in here. So with that biscuit note and the pistachio, it's so good. And it's very kind of sweet. So it's got a bit of like a sugar kind of sweetness to it. It's delicious. I love it. It smells just like the pistache body cream, the boyfriend body butter as they call it. Whew, it's delicious. It's delicious. Okay, I have another new release. I already did a dedicated video on this, so I'm not going to take a lot of time, but I do want to elaborate on some things, especially after I uploaded the video. Some of the comments I got, I want to elaborate more on this fragrance, so I'm putting it in this haul. This is Tom Ford's highly anticipated vanilla fragrance release, Tom Ford Vanilla Sex. This is of course the private collection. This is a super expensive collection that is absolutely nuts right now. So I'm going to spray it over here on the wrist since I haven't sprayed anything there yet. This one, you guys, I told you in my video exactly what it smells like. This is I love it. It's very sexy because I say it's very sexy because it has that edge. I love a fragrance with an edge. When there's no edge, especially when you've been through so many fragrances, you have hundreds of fragrances in your collection, it doesn't stand out anymore. You know, it doesn't get my attention. And this got my attention because this has an edge. You guys, I tried to explain to you in my video that this fragrance is not your typical vanilla, okay? Don't think of this. Yes, it's very, you can smell the vanilla and tonka bean very much in this fragrance, but it's not your typical vanilla. If you are the type of person who's expecting this sort of sweet, super sweet, typical kind of vanilla like KLE's Vanilla 28 or the Valentino Donna Born in Roma on Tons, you know, like with 4 buckets of vanilla, it has literally 4 different vanilla notes. You know, it's dripping with vanilla, sweet as all get out. You know, if that's what you're expecting, you will not be happy with this, because this one is not your overly sweet bucket of vanilla. It is very vanilla. Something can be very vanilla without being too achingly sweet, okay? And also this has that edge, you guys, with the almond note, the vanilla and almond in that opening. Oh my word. It's just that it has this very modern, very fashionable, very edgy girl, fashionable, sexy girl vibes, right? Because guys, somebody said in the comment section that it reminded them of Hypnotic Poison. I know what she means, and she's right, because Hypnotic Poison has that vanilla and almond too, and has that edge. It's very sexy. It's not your typical tooth-achingly sweet vanilla. It's got an edge, right? But it's a very strong fragrance. That's, yeah, she's right. Like, it has like a little bit of Play-Doh vibe. I'm gonna get to that Play-Doh thing here in a minute, okay? So, you know, you get the edge about the Hypnotic Poison, the Eau de Toilette. You guys know, you know, it's very known, well known as a sexy fragrance. So this is in the same token. It even has some of the same notes, but it's not the same. The difference in this one is that this is also very super femininely powdery, in that sort of like iris blue purple type of powdery notes, I feel like, in here that have not been revealed. So that powdery note add to this sophistication to the fragrance as well, with the sexiness, okay? And yes, somebody referred it to as Play-Doh vibe. I guess I could kind of see that, but I referred to it in my video as the doll hair vibe. You know, like, it's the same thing. I don't want to say plasticky, but like there's that like this like sort of like this smell that Hypnotic Poison has a little, like a lot more of, like, you know, in a different way though. They smell very different now, so don't get it mixed up in your head that they smell alike at all. They're like very different. But in this, like this, along the same lines of that sexiness, where it's vanilla and like almond, but like it's not your sweet typical vanilla. It's this edgy sort of, you know, has this sort of like lipstick cosmetic vibe about it. Bit of little, you know, when you smell a lipstick, you can sometimes smell a little bit of like that cosmetic plastic kind of vibe, right? Like it's that same kind of powderiness in this. It's very, very edgy. My husband thought it smelled absolutely divine. Like, okay, I do too. This is not for your average type of vanilla kind of lover, you know what I mean? It's a fragrance that deserves like the proper understanding. Like you have to be someone who like really want a sexy, edgy one, right? So that's like the difference. So it's very, very, very sexy. Notes, I don't even need to go there. There's almond, there's vanilla, there's vanilla tincture. So there's vanilla tincture in here, and there's vanilla absolute, there is almond, there's tonka bean. So tonka bean plays a big role in this fragrance because tonka bean smells a little bit more slightly smoky. It's kind of like smoky vanilla, you know, than like the vanilla. So there's that little bit of that, almost kind of like a mix between coumarin and vanilla. You get what I mean, right? Oh, I love it. I love it. I think it smells absolutely sexy. So yeah, I love it. Did I say I love it? Yes, I love it. Now for the gems of older fragrances that, whew, I've been hunting down like a mad woman. Of course, it's all thanks to Place Vendome. I'm getting that place so much business, you guys. I'm not sponsored. And I like Steven, but you know, I'm not doing this intentionally. But their customer service is good. I love the fast shipping and I love the goodies I get with my orders. But anyway, I got a hold of 2 of the hard to find Guerlain fragrances from the B bottle collection, that sort of exclusive line that they had. I already talked about one of them in my my powdery fragrances video, my blue, purple, floral notes like iris, violet, lilac, and then of course Iris Root, which is Iris Root. That video, if you missed that video, check it out. I will put, you know, it's right here. I will put a link down in the description box for you guys. So in that video, I talked about this beautiful, gorgeous, powdery, wonderful fragrance. Don't worry, guys, I didn't suck the juice. That I did actually come down to about there, but the rest of it I decanted into a spray bottle. So it does come with an atomizer bottle. When you order from Place Vendome, these B bottles, they come with an empty atomizer bottle, so you can decant it and use it as a spray if you want. This is like but I love these, like, you know, very vintage kind of bottles with that little cap like that. Oh, it makes me feel like $1,000,000. It gives me like the French royalty from, you know, the 17th century kind of vibe, you know, Louis the 14th, yada yada, you know, like that's kind of like Marie Antoinette. That's the vibe I get from this B bottle collection fragrances. This is from the La Parisienne collection, you guys. So this is a beautiful, gorgeous, powdery iris fragrance that has the most sort of celestial being kind of vibe. You know, I feel like a celestial being slumbering. This is like a beautiful, honestly, it's too expensive for it to be, in a way, bedtime fragrance, although I do tend to wear expensive fragrances to bed. This would be an amazing fragrance for like sleepy time, you guys. I mean, it's got this beautiful, like, comforting vibe about it. But, you know, of course, I'm not gonna wear it in bedtime, you guys. I'm gonna wear it day to day. It has this very elegant, you know, beautiful, sexy. It's sexy like a fairy would be sexy. You know what I'm saying? Like that celestial being, kind of like this, like, you know, like long flowy hair kind of vibe. Do you know what I mean? Oh, it's absolutely comforting and sexy and sweet and just all of those things. You know how powdery fragrances can be slightly sweet? And it has this beautiful heliotrope note, which is also kind of powdery with a little almond nuance, you know? A blast of musk, some orange blossom that really adds a little bit of that citrus element to it, like citrus floral element. I think some rose too, and some jasmine, like other gorgeous florals. It's an absolutely super dripping feminine fragrance. I mean, I don't see any man wearing this. This is obviously very feminine. Starting from the bottle to the juice, it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I don't feel any more feminine than when I wear this, okay? So I have already worn it several times. Absolutely stunning, beautiful fragrance. And I also got another rare, hard to find one from the Guerlain B bottle collection. This one is, can you guess? Again, I actually decanted most of it into a spray bottle, the spray bottle that came with it, the empty bottle. This is, of course, Mon Precieux Nectar. You guys, I love this one too. Oh my goodness. I think this is also from the same collection as that one. This is the most beautiful, slightly almondy, white, like orange blossom, honeyed orange blossom fragrance, you guys. That's the best way to put it. It's like, you know, that beautiful orange blossom scent that we all very much know and love. But imagine it being slightly honeyed, like with a lacing of honey and with a little hint of nuance of almond, you know? And a blast of musk and the sensual dry down with sandalwood. Has a little bit of a slight smokiness in the in the base, I think there's a bit of incense. It's a very beautiful honeyed orange blossom is the best way I would put it. It's very delicate, very feminine. If you are into delicate, super dripping, feminine, celestial being, goddess type of allure, like type of fragrances, this is for you. Again, I ordered this also from Place Vendome. Where else? Place Vendome is the only place that has these, you know, hard to find gems anymore from the old Guerlain collections. So yeah, and I have another one from the same collection on the way. I will talk about it in another upcoming video. And then last but not least, I have this. I finally, it feels a little backwards. Finally, after all these years, I've been refusing to buy this fragrance because a lot of people either love it or a lot of people talk bad things about it, you know, like and I wasn't sure, but I wanted to get it. Unfortunately, I thought I was getting the 1996 version of it from Joma Shop, but it turns out it's still the new version because it says Mugler here. This is, of course, Angel Mugler. I thought I was getting the Thierry Mugler Angel, you know, like the old version, because apparently the old version is absolutely gorgeous, but the new version is not so great. A lot of people don't like this because of the patchouli. I mean, this is a patchouli fragrance for sure. Let me spray it a little bit over here, a little higher up on my arm. Yeah, this has that sort of sweet patchouli almost that you smell in, what is it? I'm not trying to compare such an expensive top class fragrance house with this, but it reminds me the sweet sort of candied patchouli you smell in the Kriegler Lovely Patchouli 55 Night, that type of patchouli, you know, like that sort of gourmet, edible, slightly earthy, but like candied type of patchouli, you know. This has almost like a candy vibe to me, you know, very sweet. It's a super sweet fragrance. There's like ton of notes in here. I believe like loads of citrus. There's like fruity notes, you know, like lots of like red berries, cantaloupe, like all these different fruity notes, like berry notes, like plum notes, and all these like berry and fruity notes that are in here. There's a caramel note in the base, like loads of patchouli. There's like vanilla, lots of vanilla in here. It's a ton of notes. I gotta say, I like it, you guys. I like it. So when I was buying this, it said on the Mugler website that I didn't think I was buying the 1990 something, not the original, but like I thought I was buying the 2017 version, I want to say 2007 version. Okay, I thought I was buying that. I think that's what I bought. I can't remember when Thierry Mugler turned into Mugler, but I know that the 2007 version won an award, you guys. I don't know, but this one I have in my hand. Again, it's really hard for me to verify here. I should look up the barcode, the batch code, you know what I mean? I will put it down in the description box, I mean, or like a pinned comment. I'm gonna try and run the batch code here and try to find out. This smells very much like the one that's described to be the one that was released in 2007, which is really delicious. Like has like a cotton candy note, very, very sweet, with all these juicy berry notes, plum notes, and you know, like all this like deliciousness with only a little hint of patchouli. Yeah, you can smell the patchouli, but it's like this very candied almost patchouli from all the sweet notes, you know. So yeah, this is good, you guys. I do like it. I do like it. This is really, really nice. It's actually a summer night fragrance to me. Although it's quite strong, I think about summer nights, really, like that fruitiness especially really bring me to summer nights. I think about fragrances like Xerjoff, Cruz del Sur too, you know, it's not the same thing, but you know what I mean. Along those same lines, you know, like fruity and like sweet, you know. Yeah, anyway, love that one, whichever the version this is. I think I have the 2007 version, but anyways, yeah, I hope you enjoyed my massive crazy fragrance haul, you guys, and I have more coming on the way. Of course, I'll be doing more of fragrance hauls. Stay tuned for my best pistachio fragrances video coming up this Sunday. I can't wait to do that one for you guys. I have quite a few in my collection, pistachio fragrances, that I really want to talk to you about. Also, my collection video is I'm almost there, you guys. My setup is almost done. My hope is to bring the collection video to you guys either at the end of this month or at the very beginning of next month, but it's coming to you for sure. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell if you want to see the notifications so you don't ever miss my videos. Don't forget to, of course, follow me on TikTok and Instagram. And don't forget to go on over to my makeup channel, you guys. You know I have a new makeup channel, Cleo Luxe Life, where I upload all my makeup tips and tricks, and I review luxury makeup mostly. I am about to upload a best of 2023 makeup video. Stay tuned for that on that channel. Go ahead and subscribe. The link is down in the description box. I will see you guys in my next video.